Delta Victor Sierra. So hope everybody's had a good bank holiday and a nice relaxing day. So on we've got this evening, it wants to check in round the world. Say your call sign twice and phonetically please. This is Golf Mike 5 Delta Victor Sierra on the DV Scotland multi-mode net. QRZ please. Okay, seems to be quiet this evening. Wonder if we've got any check-ins on the DV Scotland multi-mode net. Say your call sign twice and phonetically please. GM5 DVS.
2 Echo 1 Charlie Echo Quebec. 2 Echo 1 Charlie Echo Quebec. Mark in Christchurch.
2 Echo 1 Charlie Echo Quebec. Very good evening, Mark, and nice to hear you on this evening. I think you checked in last week or the week before, I'm not sure, but good to hear you on this evening. You sound nice, clear, clean audio from you. 2 Echo 1 Charlie Echo Quebec from Golf Mike 5 Delta Victor Sierra.
GM5 DVS from CQ. No, I didn't check. I don't think I checked in last week. I think I did the week before. Still suffering a little bit from his shoulder. It's on the mend. But now I have shingles. Only on one arm. Well, that's probably enough. And that's a little bit painful or annoying. You know, you get that annoying itch. But you don't itch it, I can assure you. But you can't really take anything for it, apart from paracetamol and everything else to take the pain slightly away. Is that being permanently stung by bees, which is obviously very nice anyway. But apart from that, doing fine, and I'm back. I
multi-mode network, DV Scotland, bridging the gap between analog and digital amateur radio worldwide communications, www.dvscotland.net.
5 DVS, okay, and shingles. I got chicken pox as an adult about 9 years ago, and that was horrendous. No wonder the kids don't like it when they get it. It's not a very nice thing. But I've heard people talking about shingles as well and saying it's pretty horrendous. Well, hopefully you start to feel better soon. It's just one of those unfortunate things that we get in life sometimes, and there's not very much that we can do about it. But you're sounding good on the HAMSHACK hotline, Mark. No problem at all. Yeah, I remember now. I think you were having problems with your HAMSHACK hotline the last time that we heard you on, if I remember correctly. But hopefully you've got all these problems sorted out now. I'll put it back to you one more time, Mark, see if you've got anything else, and then we'll crack on and see if I can work one or two more. I do get it to be quite quiet tonight because it's been a bank holiday and everybody about doing whatever they're doing, so, and they'll not want to be sitting in the shack. 2 Echo 1 Charlie Echo Quebec. GM5 DVS, go ahead.
GM5 DVS from 2E1CQ. Well, I have been putting the word about, mentioning a couple of nets that we do, well, logins, as I say, that we do have on available. I link through DMR or by other means, and hopefully with better luck, I've drum up a little bit more interest and tonight. The last Tuesday of the month net, I think a Canadian actually ran the other week. That was a little bit quiet. That only lasted half an hour. That didn't really have much logins, but you never know. be surprised if people aren't about on a bank holiday. They may pop in and have a chat quickly, even if they only say hello for 5 minutes and go off. At least that's a contact. But anyway, for that to happen, I need to pass the microphone back to yourself from 2E1CQ.
Yes, okay, Mark. Well, thanks very much for your check-in, and nice to hear you on. And we'll no doubt hear you next week again if you're on. So 7-3, and thanks again. Okay, is there any more check-ins on the DV Scotland multi-mode net? We're live every week from 2000 to 21:30 UK time. Please say your call sign twice and phonetically, please. Golf Mike 5 Delta Victor Sierra QRZ.
Somebody went on strike, MM0TMG.
Okay, MM0TMG, GM5 DVS. Sorry Kevin, I was just checking the connections there to make sure everyone was all connected up, because it's extremely quiet. So good to hear you on, buddy. Hope you're well. And I'll catch up with you after the net if you're around for a wee conflict. If somebody keen up underneath me, just stand by and we'll call you in a moment. So I wonder how things are with you, Kev. MM0TMG GM5 DVS.
GM5 DVS MM0TMG. I'm fine. Just had a bowl of soup, a couple of slices of bread with it. That'll fill us up. That's my tea. That was good. I think it was potato and leek soup. With quite a lot of onion in it though. I think that's what it was anyway. It was fine. And it done the job. So there we go. Anyway, it seems to be quiet tonight, but I'll have a listen. And then at 9 PM I'll go through the shack and switch on the other, the HAMSHACK hotline and listen through there. GM5 DVS MM0 TMG.
Yeah, fine, Kevin. And I hope my audio was okay. You never commented that it wasn't, so hopefully it sounded reasonably okay. I was kind of rushed, so I didn't have a chance to set up my usual setup. So I'm on what I call the quick setup tonight. And we went out for a dinner. Well, we just went for a chippy actually, and went and sat down by the sea. That was what we done tonight. So that was all good. So went up to St Andrews and just grabbed a chippy. There's a chippy up there. You book it online, and then you just go to the door, and they've got like a side door to the shop. You just go to the side door and knock on it, and the wee girl comes and hands you your bag. So that's good. So that was all fine. So enjoyed that, Kev. So that's well, we're going to go out today, but it's such a dreary, horrible day. We just never bothered. And after the trauma yesterday, that was enough to last us a lifetime. So we just decided to stay in and not do very much at all. So I'll put it back to you, Kev. Steve, you got anything else, mate? And maybe you can tell me how my audio's sounding. MM0TMG, Golf Mike 5 Delta, Victor Sierra.
MM0TMG, it sounds but it doesn't sound that great. Never does. Nah, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm going to tweak it. You're at about the right level actually if you're using the client, because the last time I heard you sounded a wee bit rough and peaky, but you sound fine now, so just leave it as is and you'll get on fine. Just hope a few people get out their beds and come on the radio. MM0 TMG, I'll put it back to net control, and I wish a few people on here who are, I'm sure, dying to speak to our net controller. A very good evening. Back to you, Andy.
Oh, here we go again. Okie doke. No problem, Kevin. No, good to hear you on as always, mate. And I'll catch you after. I'll catch you after the net. And, bring you up to speed with a number of things. So I've not heard from Tam today, so I'll drop him a wee note later and see what's happening there as well. Okay, Kev. Thanks for your check-in, mate. Good to hear you as always, and we'll catch up with you later. Okay, I wonder if there's any more check-ins. This is the DV Scotland multi-mode net, and we're live across multiple networks this evening, and we're looking for check-ins from anywhere. And if you could say your call sign twice, and phonetically please, that would be fantastic. QRZ please, Golf Mike 5 Delta Victor Sierra on the DV Scotland multi-mode net.
Golf 7, Romeo, Uniform, Papa Andy. G7 RUP in Lincoln.
Goodness me, got a bouncing gateway somewhere. Yeah, G7 RUP, TM5 DVS. Very good evening to you, John. Hope you're well. Not heard you for a wee while, so hope you're good down there in Lincoln. And I wonder if you've been on holiday today, or have you had to go out and slog, I wonder, John. G7 RUP, GM5 DVS. Go ahead, mate.
Yeah, good evening, Andy. And I trust you're well too. Unfortunately, mate, it's been the latter. It's been the latter. No such holidays for me. Blimey. No, we've been been crazy busy at work. Yeah, I'm just watching this bouncing gateway actually. I'll deal with it in just a second. Yeah, just been absolutely flat out, Andy, to be fair. Not much time for radio at all. Well, that's about all I know, to be fair. Anyway, I trust you well, and I hope everything's good up there north of the border, Andy. GM5 DVS, G7 IUP.
Yeah, G7 RUP, GM5 DVS. Yeah, fine, John. And yeah, just a normal Monday then, mate. Oh well, you know, somebody's got to do it, you know. I suppose keep the wheels turning. Yeah, I didn't actually think I was going to be home in time tonight because I texted Gordon. I said you might have to start the net, but I was home early and I thought I was in about 7:30, so. Because we decided at last minute to go out for our tea, or our dinner anyway. So that's what happened there. So yeah, it's been all good. I've not done much radio over the weekend. I had a little listen on HF Saturday. Yeah, Saturday I think. But conditions weren't that great. But I dare say if I'd done FT8 or something, I might have been able to. But I'd much rather do voice. I find it more exciting. So that was that. But other than that, I've not done much radio at all. I keep looking to see if there's anything new available on that I could add to the shack, but nothing at the moment, John. So it's just have to stick with the stuff we've got, I think. So yeah, there's something I was going to say to you, and it's completely gone. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. I see the 705, the Wi-Fi on that, you can do all sorts of weird and wonderful, interesting things with it. I wonder if you've had a go with any of that, John. Or
Yeah, okay, Andy. And all fine on nipping out for dinner. Well, some things have got to come first, haven't they? They've definitely got to come first. But unlike you, to be fair, I've not played any radio, certainly not over the weekend, Andy. I haven't even turned the HF on this weekend. Although Mick keeps pinging me messages saying I've worked this and I've worked that and I've worked the other, and I just look at them and throw my phone in the corner in disgust, because I'm normally at work and out on the road when he's sending them to me. But yeah. But as for the 705 and the Wi-Fi, yeah, it's brilliant. It's got 2 modes, I do believe. So you can either connect it as a Wi-Fi device to your current network, you know, whatever you're using, or it can be in hotspot mode, so it's a Wi-Fi hotspot. I played with it a little bit. I have had what's that one running? WF View. I've had that running across the Wi-Fi. A little bit too much lag for my liking. A little bit too much latency. Certainly for running the likes of FT8 over it. You know, by the time it's appeared on your screen, somebody else has grabbed them. But yeah, it's quite good. The more and more I play with this thing, Andy, the more and more I actually I'm impressed with it, because it just does things, you know. But as for buying anything else, well, I'll put a bit of a curb on that. I'm not buying anything. And like you, there's nothing actually that sparks my interest at the minute, really. There's a couple of antennas I keep looking at, mainly for portable usage. But other than that, there's nothing really that floats me boat and gets me excited. I need to get 2.4 gigs Wi-Fi amp. Right, I'll put it back because I'm about to time out, Andy. Back to you, mate. 5 dvsg 7 IUP.
yeah, I still saw something pipping away there. There's something bouncing somewhere. You could have a wee look at that for us, John, if you wouldn't mind. That'd be appreciated, mate. And yeah, okay, in the Wi-Fi, yeah. Yeah, the 9700 doesn't have Wi-Fi, but it does have Ethernet, so it's really good for keeping the clock synchronized. And terminal mode's interesting. But what I've done with terminal mode is I've connected a Pi up using Pi-Star, and use terminal mode on that, and it works really, really well. So I just another thing to mess around with, you know, just another gimmick, I suppose. You don't necessarily need terminal mode, but it's just something else to sort of mess around with, John, isn't it? So that's what it's all about. But it's all good fun, and yeah, you're right. There's no anything at all at the minute that's really interesting me. But as to me, say something won't crop up. So there's always there's always something in the radio fund, as I call it, that it can be released for something new coming along, which is all good. Okay, Joe, I'll put it back to one more time, see if you've got anything else, and then we'll crack on and see if we get any more in the log. But I think it's going to be really quiet tonight. I think everybody must be enjoying the bank holiday. G7RUP, GM5 DVS.
G7RUP. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? I've not played too much with terminal mode because I've got an XLX server running here at home that's got, I can't remember what port is off the top of my head, whatever the port is for terminal mode forwarded to it. So I haven't played too much with it. I have locally on the local LAN. It works really well. It's absolutely brilliant. So like I say, it just never ceases to amaze me what they've actually packed in such a small package. It really is, to me, it's really worth the money for the features. It blows everything else out the water. I keep looking at the 9700, Andy, but I don't do enough on VHF, UHF to warrant it, to be fair. I need to get my 7400 repaired. And that'll do me, in all honesty. It's pretty great to actually use 77s. Because it's absolutely, well, it's deader than the dead thing round here, 77s. But I do miss the 2 metre sideband. And certainly with the 100 watts out the 7400, that was really nice. So I really must get the lid off, have a peek, and then ship it out to somebody. And I was going to comment, and yeah, the second Kachunk, mate, was a different gateway. I am watching. I'm in the shack and watching. So, right, we'll put it round to you, see if we can find a few more. Because yeah, it just does seem a bit quiet tonight, and we may catch up with you a bit later on, Andy. GM5 DVS G7RUP.
Yeah, fine, John. And okay. Yes, it's all good fun. I find it all very fascinating as well. And yeah, if you do need to get somebody to fix it, look up The Shack on Facebook. I've got that gentleman to fix a couple of things, and he's very, very good. He definitely knows his stuff, that's for sure. So I would certainly recommend him. His page is called The Shack. So look him up and see what you think. Okay, John, 7-3, and thanks for the shout. Nice to hear you on as always, mate. And I'll maybe catch up later on. Okay, folks, this is the DV Scotland multi-mode net. We're on here every week from 2000 to 2130, and we're live across multiple networks and multiple modes. And I wonder if we've got any more check-ins from anywhere around the world. Doesn't matter where you are, you can check in. Please feel free. This is Golf Mike 5, Delta Victor Sierra. Say your call sign twice, and phonetically please, QRZ.
Mike 6, Charlie Mike Golf, M6, CMG, Mick in Lincoln.
2 Mexico 0, Bravo Mexico Foxtrot, 2M0 BMF, 2 Mike 0, Bravo Mexico Fox, Fergus in Irvine in Scotland.
Okay, we've got 2 call signs there. We've got M6 CMG, and we've got 2 Mike 0 Bravo Mike Fox. So very good evening all, and we'll put it to you first, Mick. Nice to hear you on this evening. I trust everything's well done in Lincoln. M6 CMG, Golf Mike 5 Delta Victor Sierra. Go ahead, Mick.
GM5 DVS M6 CMG. Yeah, good evening, Andy. Everything's fine down this way, mate. Hope it's fine with you up there in the colder, wetter places. Not a lot been going on radio-wise this week for me. Obviously FT8. A few exotic places, but nothing really to write home about. Australia, Israel, South Africa, Japan, and obviously the normal South America and North America. I'm starting to look out for the rare islands. I'm looking for the rare islands now. What else is there to report? Oh, not a lot really. Just take a pic. M6 CMG returning. I'm putting an order in this week for antenna parts. I'm going to be having a go at DIY antennas, see if I can improve on this random wire that I'm using. Put it in a different position this week. I've got it now in a upside down U configuration to see how that works. All trying weird and wonderful things, but not a lot, a great deal to report. Oh, a question for you. For some reason on 21 megahertz this random wire is only 1.2 to 1. Would I be losing much by still keeping it connected to the ATU but on bypass? Is there much of a loss doing it that way? I don't know. GM5 DVS M6 CMG.
M6 CMG, GM5 DVS. No, I wouldn't bother disconnecting your tuner at HF. I'll just leave it in and put it on bypass, as you say. You'll probably find it'll be okay on 40 as well, maybe. But no, I wouldn't bother. That's like too much like hard work, Mick. You having to unplug it all the time. So no, I would just leave it and put it in bypass, as you say. That's probably the right thing you're doing. And okay, an experiment. Now, well, you know, it's that's what it's all about. If you can experiment with stuff and see how it's all working. Yeah, I've done all that in the past. Nowadays, I've just got an antenna up for HF and it's up and it works, and that's it. The only thing I miss about HF is my beam. I do miss my HF beam. That was a handy addition. That's for sure. But I wouldn't say I couldn't put an HF beam up again, but it'd be really tight. So that's why I don't really have a big mast anymore. I sold my big mast. I've just got what I call tin pot antennas, but they work, which is the main thing. So I'm glad you're enjoying radio anyway, Mick. That's what it's all about. Put it back to one more time, see if you've got anything else, and then we'll move on down the list. M6 CMG, GM5 DVS. Hello?
GM5 DVS M6 CMG. No, I've not got a great deal more to add, other than I'm going to be trying some different lengths. I'm going to be trying end-feds, dipoles, whatever takes my fancy when I get this wire arrived. So we'll give it all a go, see if I can improve. If not, well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Anyway, Andy, good to chat to you again. I'll give you 73 for now and let you carry on with the net, mate. GM5 DVS M6 CMG.
Yeah, cheers, Mick, and thanks for your check-in. Good to hear you as always, and good luck with the antenna experimenting. Okay, moving on. 2 Mike 0 Bravo Mike Fox. Very good evening to you, Fergus. I don't even worked before. Nice to hear you on. And you were sounding very clear indeed this evening. 2M0 BMF, GM5 DVS. Hello?
GM5 DVS, 2M0 BMF, returning. Yeah, good evening, Andy. This is actually my first call in to this net. It came up on obviously the Kilmarnock and Loudon Facebook page, and I'd actually forgotten. I'm not on a radio at the moment. I'm actually on the iPhone. I forgot I had Echo Link actually on my phone. I've never really got into the digital modes and the digital UHF and the digital repeaters and whatnot. But I think we call in tonight, see how everybody is. So I am on a phone. I do apologise for that, but I am on a phone at the moment using Echo Link. Yeah, the other thing I'd like to say to everybody, if everybody was listening, I'm starting my summer job again on Thursday. So I'm going to be up about in various parts of Scotland, and I will be taking my Yaesu Fox Tango 818 with me. So various HF bands, whatever, I'll be popping up between the end of this week and until the end of October. I'll be popping up mobile at various times. So if anybody's listening, wants a wee chat and whatnot, and they can hear me from mobile from different glens and mountains and various parts of Scotland, I'll be up and about. I've not been too active on radio, to be perfectly honest with you, over the last wee while. But I have been for several years now. And as I said, I'm a member of the Kilmarnock and Loudon Amateur Radio Club down here in the west coast of Scotland. I'm down in Irvine, India Romeo Victor India November Echo in Irvine on the west coast. And yeah, just thought we call in tonight and say hi to everybody. 2M0 BMF, put that to you, Andy, GM5 DVS.
Yeah, fine, Fergus, and yeah, you're very welcome. This is the whole reason why we started this net up, really, is to try and get people to come on and have a chat. And unfortunately, nets is how amateur radio is going now. It seems to be all net kind of orientated. Whereas when I got my license way back in the day, you used to be able to put a call out an S20 and somebody would come back to you. But these days are sadly gone. So we try and do this to try and encourage people to come on and have a wee blather, as we say. And so it's good to hear you on, and it's nice to hear people coming on, from different parts of the world as well. That's what it's all about. So I hope you do well with your HF stuff as well, with your 818, and I'm sure if anybody's listening, they'll be listening out for you. And if you're going to put various hills and mountains and all that sort of stuff, and that's what it's all about. But yeah, you're sounding fine on the phone. You're sounding absolutely fine. You're a nice, clear, clean transmission from you. So there's no problem with that, Fergus. But yeah, please feel free to check in again, because that's what it's all about. That's what we're trying to encourage us to try and get as many people to come on and have a wee 5 minutes on the radio, just because they can. And it's so quiet now, and that's just not for this part of the world. Or I've been down south and various places down south, and it's the same there. It's just quiet, for whatever reason. But there's still plenty of amateurs around. It's amazing, So all good fun. So I'll put it back to you one more time, Fergus, see if you've got anything else. And good to hear you on this evening. 2 Mike 0 Bravo Mike Fox, GM5 DVS. Yeah,
2M0 BMF returning to GM5 DVS, Andy. Yep, all copied. Well, now that I know that this is on and whatnot, I'll be working sort of Thursday to Sunday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I'm off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. So a Monday night, I'll certainly make a point of coming on, calling into the net again. And I look forward to it and talk to the folk again. Sometimes I go off on other hobbies as well. I'll always come back to radio at some point, Andy. Always come back to radio at some point. So I'll put it back to yourself, and what I'll do is I'll listen about for a little bit. Just thought I'd have this quick call in and sort of make it official that I've come onto the net this particular Monday. 2M0 BMF, GM5 DVS, back to you.
Yeah, no problem at all. And yeah, you're very welcome, Fergus. It's as I say, it's always nice to hear anybody calling in. You know, that's I was kind of thinking it was going to be quite quiet, but I've had one or two calling in, which is absolutely fine. Okay, Doc, thanks for the shout, and we'll catch you soon, no doubt. Okay, I wonder if there's any more check-ins on the DV Scotland multi-mode net. We're on every week from 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. UK time, and we're live across multiple networks and multiple modes. So I wonder if there's any more check-ins from anywhere around the world. This is Golf Mike 5 Delta Victor Sierra. Say your call sign twice and phonetically, please. Go ahead.
Mike 0 Delta Romeo Alpha MM0 DRA. Good evening, Andy.
Ah, the Godfather. Very good evening, ALLSTAR. Nice to hear you on, my friend. Hope you're well. MM0 DRA. GM5 DVS. So, wonder how things are with you. I've not heard you for a few days. A couple of days at least. So, I hope you're well and keeping yourself out of trouble. MM0 DRA. GM5 DVS. Go ahead, Ali.
Yeah, MM0 DRA returning. It's been fairly quiet. It's a shopping day, so I'd pay attention to the boss and get this and that and everything else. Haven't done much. It's been a pretty dreich day over this week. A few cups of coffee, that's about it. Prepping for golf tomorrow, hopefully. And that was about it. Oh, my missus took me out for my lunch yesterday. Wonderful. So there you go. It's not often I get that. Anyway, that's about all my news. I haven't been much on radio at all, to be honest. Listened in a few bit, but I didn't do any TXing. Don't know why. I just had a couple of other things to do. I was up in the loft tidying up stuff there as well. So there you go. Back around to you, Andy. GM5 DVS. This is MM0 DRA.
Yeah, fine, Ali. And okay, and been out for your lunch and stuff. Well, we went out for we just went out for a chippy tonight, and we just went and started doing by the sea at St Andrews. And it was actually quite amazing the amount of people who were actually in paddling and stuff. And Lisa's going, they must be mad. And I'm saying, but it's a bank holiday. And she's laughing. She says, oh, so because it's a bank holiday, they've got to go in and have a dip in the water. I would say it was too cold for that. But, you know, that's maybe because I live by the sea and I know what it's like. But people who don't live by the sea, they think, oh, great, I'll just jump in anyway. It'll no matter. But, it's not as pleasant as you may think. However, we've got an outdoor pool here, Ali, and there's a lot of people around here now at the moment are going in at 6 o'clock in the morning for an early morning swim. Yes, they can do it if they want. I'll be staying out the road. I'll rather have a hot shower. Put back one more time, Ali, see if you got anything else, and then we'll crack on. MM0DRA, TM5DV.
Yeah, MM0DRA, returning, yeah. I mind when I was a youngster, we used to go in when it was about Easter time. That was about the start of it, but weather conditions were maybe better than these days. I don't know, different, all changed. It doesn't seem to be any seasons as it was. But however, anyway, yeah, I did know about your outdoor pool rain. It's a thing I've not done for a long, long time. It's swim in the sea. No, not done that since I was a teenager. I don't think. No, certainly not. And there's no much chance of me doing it now. Anyway, I'll not hold you up. I'll let you get going. See your time will soon be marching on. Oh yes, you maybe get a couple yet before the other man comes in. So we'll hear from you later on now. Have a good night. GM5 DVS. This is MM0DRA 73.
Yeah, cheers, Ali, and thanks for your check-in. Good to hear you as always, mate, and we'll catch up later in regards to Evelyn there. Okay, this is the DV Scotland multi-mode net, and we're looking for check-ins from anywhere. So please say your call sign twice, and phonetically, please. This is Golf Mike 5 Digital Voice Scotland, QRZ.
Mike 0 Julie.
Okay, I've got a Mike 0 Juliet. Mike 0 Juliet, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening. Mike 0 Juliet Tango Victor. Don't know what happened there. It seemed to cut off or I pressed the wrong button. Hi. Operator name is John QTH Newton Mearns, over.
Yeah, fine. MM0JTV. Golf Mike 5 Delta Victor Sierra. Yeah, very good evening to you, John. I think you're a first time check into this net, so good to hear you on, mate, for the first time. And thanks for calling in. MM0JTV GM5 DVS. Go ahead.
Yeah, GM5 DVS from MM0JTV. Yeah, first time check-in there. I just seen the post on Facebook and I just thought I'd pop in and say hello. Not hanging around too long there, just messing about on a wee bit of FT8 here on 30 metres. So, but I'll maybe hang fire for a wee while and see what other calls I can recognise, and I'll put it back to you from MM0JTV, over.
Yeah, okay, fine. I wonder how you're coming into the system this evening. I'm always interested. I'm always interested to know how people are accessing. So, wonder how you're coming into the system this evening, John. Over.
Yeah, no bother. Just on the iPhone here, the Echolink app on the iPhone, over.
Yeah, okay, no problem at all. Yeah, we sounded fine. Good clear audio from you. And thanks very much for your check-in. We're here every week, so if you're checking again, you're very welcome. And nice to hear you on. Okay, I wonder if there's any more check-ins before I pass over to Gordon, who'll be sitting waiting to take over from me. This is GM5 DVS Golf Mike 5 Digital Voice Scotland. This is a DV Scotland multi-mode net. We're live across multiple networks and multiple modes this evening. And I wonder if we've got any more check-ins from anywhere around the world. This is Golf Mike 5 Delta Victor Sierra. QRZ.
Mike India 0 Alpha Alpha Zulu, MI 0 AAZ, Andy. Good evening.
We're going to try it. KC8, Fox, Queen Victor, King, Charles 8, FQV, Mark, United States.
Mike 6 X-Ray Tango Delta in the UK, in Norwich.
Okay, the Mike 6, just confirm your call sign again, please. The Mike 6 only, please.
Yeah, no problem. It's Mexico number 6 X-Ray Tango Denmark.
Okay, we've got a few there. We'll we've got MI 0 AAZ, Kilo Charlie 8 Fox Quebec Victor, and Mike 6 X-Ray Tango Delta. So very good evening, gentlemen. Nice to hear you all on. And I'll put it to you first, John. I hope you're well over in Mike India land. Mike India 0 Alpha Alpha Zulu GM5 DVS. Go ahead, John.
Right, good evening, Andy, and everybody else on there. MI 0 AAZ from bright and some light cloud over here. Haven't had any rain today. Was amused to hear about people swimming in the outdoor pool up your way. That not called the North Sea, that one. Anyway, I thought I'd just jump in and get me in the log there. So I'll keep the over short. I know you've got a few to take before Gordon takes over. So 73 from Northern Ireland, and I'll chat to you later. MM5 DVS, Mike India 0 Alpha Alpha Zulu.
Yeah, fine, John. Well, after my escapades yesterday, which you know about, I was glad it rained. I was absolutely glad it rained. So yeah, I think it's not left much trace. So we're fairly happy. I was speaking to my wife earlier about it. She says, yeah, it's all gone. So that's the main thing. So nice to hear you on, and we'll doubtless catch up with you later, John. It's good to hear you calling into the system as well, then, mate. Okay, so we'll put it over to the US. Kilo Charlie 8 Fox Quebec Victor. Very good evening to you, sir, and welcome to the net from Golf Mike 5 Digital Voice Scotland. Go.
All right. Hello to those over in Scotland. Mark from the United States, North America. Yeah, I was just looking at netlogger and seeing you guys in there, and yeah, I'm gonna see what it is. I brought the netlogger up, the log, and I brought the blue screen up, and that's where I was able to find the ALLSTAR node number, and I said, I'm gonna just try it. I was just looking at netlogger, and because I've been on netlogger using it and following along on a lot of different nets. And I said, I want to just see, I was looking, because you have the, you have the different colors for what the station. You have a netlogger color is dark purple, the net control the light purple, and then you got a burnt orange as relay stations, red is very important station. I'm a sort of a light green, and then of course there's one that says station didn't get contact yet. You look up in the view, you can pull that menu down, you'll see a color chart. It says at the bottom there in that view drop down, and they'll tell you what they're meaning. But I figured I wanted to stop by and say hello. I was looking at different nets on here and how they were using that color chart that they've designed. So it sent it back to net. But my location, I'm in the state of Ohio in the United States. And you look to find Lake Erie. I'm just below Lake Erie by about 40 miles. So I'm just outside of Cleveland, Ohio, or just northeast of Akron, Ohio. Just send it back to net, KC8, FQV.
KC8 FQV, Golf Mike 5, Delta Victor Sierra. Yeah, okay, fine, and okay on netlogger. Yes, we're on every week. This is the DV Scotland multi-mode net, and I think you must be connected to 53937. I've not looked at the dashboard, but I assume that's where you're connected. But we're on here every week from 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. UK time. It's just a general chit-chat net, and we'll welcome people in from all over the world. That's the purpose of this net, just to speak to people wherever they are. Doesn't matter. We don't not speak to anyone. Everybody's welcome. That's what it's all about. So I'll put it back to one more time. I've got one more person on the list here, and then I'm going to pass over to the next controller who's sitting waiting to take over from me. Kilo Charlie 8, Fox Quebec Victor, GM5 DVS. Go ahead, sir.
All right, I thank you, KCFTV. Yep, not much else here, so I just want to stop in and say hello to you guys, and I'll send it back your way. And you're just on once a week then on Mondays, KC8FQV, or maybe Tuesday for you guys. But you just once a week, KC8FQV. Hello? She's not here right now. Can you hold on for a second?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're just on once a week, just on a Monday, and good to hear you on, and we'll no doubt catch up with you again. So last on my list is Mike 6 X-Ray Tango Delta. Very good evening to you, sir, and welcome to the net from Golf Mike 5 Delta Victor Sierra.
Yeah, good evening. It's Mike 6 X-Ray Tango Delta from Norwich. Yeah, just wanted to log myself in with you guys, and very good evening to everybody. Thanks for doing the net there, and very good. And been listening most of the evening, on and off. But yeah, very good. Yeah, I'm coming in by DMR on DMR radio into the X, I think it is. Not sure, but I think that's how that's coming in, or System X, I think it is. But yeah, thanks for letting me in. Much appreciated. And the day here has been fairly miserable. The days have been fairly miserable. No sunshine, nothing at all here. Very warm. I would say about 16 degrees today, but very dull and cloudy. So very, very pollen. A lot of pollen in the air. So yeah, and I like also the dashboard on the freestyle one. I think that's absolutely fabulous how that's been done, and very good indeed. Anyway, put it back to you, Net Control.
Yeah, Mike 6 X-Ray Tango Delta GM5 DVS. Yeah, fine, okay, and yeah, thanks for checking in. Nice to hear you on. I think you're the first time checking. Good to hear you on. We're on every week, as you probably heard me telling the other gentleman. We're on every week from 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. and it's just a general chit-chat net. Nice to hear you, and thanks very much for your check-in, and we'll no doubt hear you again next week. And okay on the weather. Yeah, it's been rather poor weather here today in Scotland. Not been very nice at all. 7-3, and thanks for your shout. Okay, folks, that's it from me. I've run well over my time. I'm going to pass over to Gordon, who's Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa, and he'll be taking you through till 9:30ish. and I'll hear the one next week at the same time for the DV Scotland multi-mode net. So over to you, Gordon, and we'll catch up later. MM3XGP from GM5 DVS, now closing down. And very good evening to you all.
Yeah, very good evening, Andy, and many thanks for doing the first part of the net and for painting the town red. Hi. I just had to say that. I take it you're hearing me okay before I continue. MM3XGP.
Yes, Gordon, you're good to go, but it was wrong. You're wrong with the colour, it was grey. 7.3 GM5 DVS now.
Okay, Andy, many thanks for, as I say, doing the first part of the net. Okay, folks, as Andy says, I am MM3XGP, personal is Gordon, and the location is 13 miles south of the capital city of Edinburgh. I'm going to be your net controller for the remainder of the net. So, without further ado, let's see if we can get some more check-ins. So please say your call sign twice and phonetically. Go ahead now, MM3XGP listening.
Alpha Delta 4 Zulu Uniform, Alpha Delta 4 Zulu Uniform.
Davey, Whitley Bay, Newcastle.
4 Zulu Uniform, Alpha Delta 4 Zulu Uniform.
Okay, folks, I've got a couple of call signs there. We've got Mike 3, Mike Kilo Mike, that's Davey, and Alpha Delta 4 Zulu Uniform. Okay, we'll throw it out to Davey first. I wonder how you're doing, and wonder how you're enjoying your bank holiday there, Davey. From MM3XGP on behalf of DV Scotland Monday Night Net. Go ahead, Davey.
Okay, Mike 3, Mike Kilo Mike. Down here in Newcastle upon Tyne, right on the northeast coast. And I didn't realise it was bank holiday up in Scotland as well. I wasn't sure about that one there, but a happy bank holiday to you. We've had the delightful pleasure of having Boris Johnson popping in and having fish and chips today on the bank holiday. No, I didn't get his autograph. I was going to ask him for a job, like, so you sit on the back bench and watch a bit of porn together, but, I don't think it was right. But apart from that, it's been absolutely fan-dabby-dozy day down here. You're singing absolutely great there, Graham, and thank you very much for doing the net there. So we'll catch you all a wee bit later on. We're just listening through. And good night, God bless all wave listeners as well. From Mike 3, Mike Kilo Mike, Davey, Newcastle, over.
Yeah, Mike 3, Mike Kilo Mike. Yeah, fine, Davey, and fine on your visitor as well. Yeah, I'm sure there used to be prisoners ships used to leave Newcastle, but we won't go into that on the air. Cheers, mate, and we'll catch up with you later. Okay, we'll move further down. Alpha Delta 4 Zulu Uniform from Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, very good. Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa, Alpha Delta 4 Zulu Uniform. My name is Chris, Charlie Hotel, Romeo India Sierra, and I live in Tampa, Florida. And right now we're at, sorry, my phone's ringing. Let me turn that off. Right now we're at 30 degrees Celsius. Listen, I had a couple of quick questions for you. I tried
Yeah, Alpha Delta 4, Zulu Uniform. I don't know if you want to take your phone call first and come back. Come back to you. Unless you're ready to continue. From MM3XGP. Nothing heard. Okay. Got the asterisk next to his call sign. We'll go back to him. Okay, folks. Is there any more check-ins? This is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa with the DV Scotland multi-mode net. Looking for some more check-ins? Please say your call sign twice and phonetically. Go ahead now.
Mike 7 Bravo Yankee Yankee. Mike 7 BYY.
Press the wrong key on my radio. This is 84ZU, Tampa, Florida.
Okay, we'll quickly go back to 84ZU, the Mike 7 station standby. Yeah, Alpha Delta 4 Zulu Uniform, Christopher, go ahead, sir. MM3XGP.
Well, first of all, let me apologize for the net because I'm using a radio that's new to me, and the squelch button, which is just below the PTT, activates my DTMF tones. So I'm going to have to work on that. A couple of quick questions for you. I tried to log in earlier using D-Star on XLX 248, and I could hear the traffic, but I couldn't get in. So then I went to ALLSTAR node 54939, and if you could just educate me on the best way to get into the net, because I'm using D-Star or ALLSTAR. I don't use Echolink or RLP. I could use DMR, but I would rather use D-Star if I have to go digital. So what is the best way to get into the net, given my circumstances, and when is the net on? Because so far, so good. I'm liking the net. Back to you.
Yeah, MM3XGP returning. The best way is probably XLX 600, if you can find that. 600D for D-Star. And the net is on every Monday night from 8 p.m. to 9:30 UK time. Every Monday night. But if you look up all the W's, dvscotland.net, that's all the W's, dvscotland.net, and you'll see all the different ways of connecting in there, Chris, if that's a bit of help to you. MM3XGP.
Oh, thank you very much for that. Thank you very, very much. I won't hold up the net any longer. I've got that phone call that just came in, so I've got to return that. But thank you so much. It's good to know. And I'm really encouraged by the fact that this is such a wide-ranging, capable system. So good job. And I'll be clear. Thank you. And I'd like to apologize for everybody else that's been waiting in the wings there. I apologize. 7-3, good night, everybody. I'll be clear. 84ZU, Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, many thanks for your check-in there, Chris. And yeah, certainly check out the website, all the W's, dvscotland.net, and you'll get all the various links and all the different connections that we do. Hence the name of the net. It's a multi-mode net, so you can get in various different factors. We're connected up to various different systems, networks across the UK and across the world. So there's a multitude of ways to get in. Many thanks for your check-in, and best 73. Okay, let's move down the list. MM7 Bravo Yankee Yankee Ross over in Prestwick. Round to you, sir, from MM3XGP.
Yeah, MM7BYY return. Yeah, I've not got much to say tonight, but I am just saying my key to HTTP and I'm using a Cisco phone to getting through HH over.
Yeah, fine. Fine with the HAMSHACK hotline. We're also available on there as well on 94110. Obviously, that's probably how you're coming into the system this evening. Cracking system, and many thanks for checking in there, Ross. I have seen you on the dashboard and popping up elsewhere on the system on HAMSHACK hotline, and obviously now that David's populated the map, it makes life a lot easier when you look at Scotland. Still got a long way to go to get a lot more people on the HAMSHACK hotline, but it's slowly getting out there. I think Andreas's videos have populated YouTube. I think there's at least 2 or 3 videos a day that come out regarding the HAMSHACK hotline, so it's getting the word out there. But a lot of people don't see it as being radio, but you know what? If it gets you on the air, it doesn't really matter. Round to you, Ross, from MM3XGP.
Yeah, MM7BYY return. Yeah, I'd say it's quite a good way because I've not got much space for antennas, and definitely we need to get a lot more people on. So I'm just going to say 73 for now and just stand by, over.
Yeah, many thanks there, Ross, and feel free to just call in anytime. It's not just a Monday night. You can dial in on 94110. You can dial in any time, night or day, and we're connected around multiple systems and multiple repeaters around Scotland. As I said to the other gentleman, check out the website, all the W's, dvscotland.net, and you'll get all the details and details of our Facebook group and our YouTube channel as well there. Many thanks for your check-in there, Ross. 73.
7BYY out.
Okay, that's now reached the bottom of the list. So we're looking for some more check-ins. This is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa on behalf of the DV Scotland Monday Night Multi-Mode Net. Looking for some more check-ins, please. Please say your call sign twice, slowly and phonetically. Go ahead now.
7 Delta GM0 RML, Mike 0 Romeo Mike Lima.
Okay, we've got GM0 RML, and you clashed with another station. So the other station, go ahead. This is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa.
Seven Delta Bravo Uniform, Mike Bravo Uniform.
I think that was Mike 7, Mike Bravo Uniform. Could you confirm that, MM3XGP listening?
For some reason I'm getting serious trouble. It's taking for a while to key. It's Mike 7 Delta Bravo Uniform. It's like looking at the dash now, just setting it up.
Okay, Mike 7 Delta Bravo Uniform. Okay, sir, I've got you in the log as well. Okay, I'll throw it down to GM0 RML. Very good evening, Art. Nice to hear you. Trust you're well up there in Nairn. And I wonder how the midges are doing up there. Round to you, Art, from MM3XGP.
Yeah, MM3XGP, GM0 RML. Yeah, good evening, Gordon. Good evening to everybody on the net. I didn't think I was going to make it on the night. I was down in Edinburgh earlier on today, and I switched off the repeater, and when I got back home to boot it up, I just wasn't having it, so I had to rewrite the card for the Pi and got it reconfigured. I've got a backup for the configuration, so it's quite easy to do it, as you know, and I've not got us up and running. Just coming in DMR this evening through GB7MM up in Nairn in the Highlands. Anyway, I'm not holding Gordon, all the best, and I'm sure you'll get a few more hits yet as time goes on. 7-3 just now, speak to you later. GM0RML, cheers.
GM0RML, MM3XGP. Yeah, many thanks there, Art, and you're fine on the having to do a re-image. It's always a nightmare, but at least you're back on, mate. That's the main thing. Okay, dokie. Many thanks for the check-in, and we'll speak to you later. And enjoy the rest of the evening. And I'll move on. Okay, Mike 7, Delta Bravo Uniform, I think it was. Paul and Stevenage. Go ahead, sir. MM3XGP. Personal this end is Gordon. QTH is 13 miles south of Edinburgh. Go ahead. M7 Delta Bravo Uniform, MM3XGP. Nothing heard. Okay, reached the bottom of the list yet again. This is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa with the DV Scotland multi-mode net, looking for some more check-ins. Please say your call sign twice, phonetically and slowly. Go ahead now, please.
Papa Kilo, Mike 0, Romeo Papa Kilo.
Mike 0, Romeo Papa Kilo. Very good evening, and welcome to the net. Round to you, sir, from MM3XGP.
Well, a very good evening to you, MM3XGP, and to the group and anyone else listening. This is Mike 0, Romeo Papa Kilo. Name is Richard, and I'm based in Sheffield. Not long had a DMR radio, so just listening around on the Freestar network and checking into a few nets to say hello and get a feel for things. Working through the local repeater here, GB7SR, I think. Just while I'm listening, filling in a few summits on the air logs. Had an enjoyable bank holiday weekend with family over in the White Peak and managed to get the 3 local hills over there activated, just on 2 meters. They've been on the list for a while, just haven't made the trip over, so all in all it's been a very pleasant weekend. Hope you've had an excellent bank holiday weekend too, and thanks for letting me in on the net. Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa from M0RPK.
Yeah, fine business there, Richard, and yeah, fine on the SOTA. I used to do that when I was first licensed. Really enjoyed it, but couldn't compete with some of the big stations up here in Scotland. You'll probably know who I'm on about. Every week they were doing like Skahalian and various other ones that the big 10-pointers. It's probably all changed now. I couldn't compete with them, so I sort of gave it up. So I never got any glassware or any fancy crystal ornaments to put on the shack. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Loads of things happening with it. I haven't been on that site for years. I may pop on there and see what's happening. But many thanks for checking in, and yeah, nice to hear people coming in via the local repeaters as well. It's always nice to see people using their local repeater to get in. I'll put it back round to yourself there, Richard, see if you've got any more to add, and then I'll see if I can get some more check-ins before I close down for the evening. M0RPK from MM3XGP. M0RPK, round to you, sir.
Apologies, I didn't think I had it just then. Yeah, Mike Zero, Romeo, Papa, Kilo returning. Okay, obviously, thanks very much for that. Yes, there are, well, yes, spoiled for choice up there in Scotland with the hills. And I know there are people who take full advantage. We have the Pennines just next to us in the Peak District, but there aren't so many summits on the area up there. And yes, I get your point about it taking a long time to get the glassware. I've just ticked over 100 points this weekend, so 10% of the way there for the award. But as my old man used to say about the marathons he used to run, everyone else is in a different race. So you're really competing with yourself, and for the fun of it and the enjoyment, of course. So it's nice to get out on the hills when you can and enjoy the walk. And well, if you get to play radio on the top, then that's great too. Anyway, I'll say 73, and I'll continue listening. And thanks for reading the net. It's been very entertaining so far. MM3XGP, thanks very much. In 73 from Mike Zero, Romeo, Papa, Kilo.
Yeah, M0RPK, MM3XGP returning. Yeah, many thanks for your check-in this evening, Richard. And if you need to know any more about the net or what we do, you check out all the W's, dvscotland.net. You'll get all the relevant information. And the same to any shortwave listeners that may be listening that want to know more of what we do and what we don't do. All the details are there. Many thanks for your check-in, and good luck with the SOTA. And we'll maybe hear you one of these days. Many thanks. Cheers just now. Okay, folks, let's see if we can get some more check-ins before I close down for the evening. This is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa with the DV Scotland multi-mode net, looking for some more check-ins. Please say your call sign twice and phonetically. Go ahead now, please.
KI4HTA, it'd be Kilo India 4 Hotel Tango Alpha.
Kilo India 4 Hotel Tango Alpha. Very good evening, sir. Trust you well, and welcome to the net. This is the DV Scotland Monday night multi-mode net. My name is Gordon, and I'm located 13 miles south of Edinburgh. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you, Mr. Gordon. I just wanted to get here and wishing everybody well. Hope that everybody is doing well. And I'm located here in the U.S. of A. in Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, in the U.S. of A. And we have like 71 degrees here. It's been a nice day all day. 71 degrees here was today high. and I hope that all is doing well and everybody keeps safe. This is KF4HTA, and name here be Don, Delta Oscar November.
Yeah, fine business there, Don, and fine business on Cleveland, Ohio, and we're probably all envious of the temperatures that you've got there. I don't know what we are at the moment. 10.3. So we're probably about 60 under you, but that's Scotland for you. It's not meant to be the tropics here. That's why a lot of our wildlife survives here. Many thanks for checking in there, Don. I'll pass it back to yourself, see if you've got any more to add, and I'll move further on and see if we can get some more in the log there. But many thanks for checking in this evening. We're here every Monday night at the same time, so feel free to check in any other time. Kilo India 4 Hotel Tango Alpha MM3XGP. Okay, nothing heard. Okay, folks, we'll plod on, see if we can get some more in the log before we close at 9:30. This is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa with the DV Scotland Monday Night Multi-Mode Net. Looking for some more check-in? Please say your call sign twice, slowly and phonetically. Go ahead now, please.
Good evening, Gordon. This is Golf Mike 0 Uniform Bravo. That's Golf Mike 0 Uniform Bravo. Graham here in Dunkeld, Central Scotland.
Okay, I've got you, Graham. The other station, like to go ahead? I think it was a Mike 7, but I'm not 100% sure. The other station, go ahead.
Thanks, Sir Gordon. Mike 7, Hotel Romeo Charlie, MM7 HRC.
Okay, we'll put it around to yourself, MM7 HRC. Very good evening, trust you're well, and I wonder what's new with you. Round to you, sir.
MM7 HRC returning. Hi there, I just thought I'd pop the head in. I've been in the last couple of Mondays. I think the last two I've checked in, so I thought I'd continue, show a bit of support and get my name on the log here. Just been jumping around 20 metres again. I think I said that to you last Monday when I was in. I'm kind of repeating myself here, but yeah, I've been down on 20. It's been fantastic. The band's absolutely alive. Guess we're getting well into this solar cycle, so yeah, I had some impacts down on 20. I kind of noticed the time there, so I thought I'd stick my head in here and just report in and say hello there, Gordon. Back to you.
Yeah, MM3XGP returning. Yeah, fine, Colin, and much appreciated your devotion there. Nice to hear regulars checking in, and fine on the HF. I've nothing here. This is normally my home QTH. It's normally Glenrothes, but during lockdown and everything, I've sort of took up residency here in Preston Barnes, and the size of my garden's a postage stamp, so I wouldn't get away with putting any antennas up. And the good lady, she's anti-radio. She just classes it as old men that want to talk about the weather and sit in sheds. So I don't know if she's right or if she's wrong there, Colin. Round to you from MM3XGP.
MM3XGP. XGB, MM7 HRC returning. Yeah, I guess you don't need a radio to sit in sheds and talk about gardening, though. I think that's guilty of a lot of members of a certain age group there, yeah. Yeah, it's not everybody's cup of tea, I get that, but yeah, I'm having fun. I'm really enjoying myself here. So, yeah. 2 seconds, that's just my partner coming in there. Just telling her I'm on the air. Like I said, just thought I'd check in there. I was around the bands having a bit of fun, so I'll pass the mic back there. I just wanted to say, I don't know if M0 TMG, Kevin's clocked in here, but I'd always like to give him a wee nod for allowing me to access the system here, the local operators in Dundee, so just wanted to give Kev a wee nod there. I don't know if he's, like I say, checked in or not, so I'll put it back to you.
Yeah, fine, Colin. Kev was, I think he was the first or second checking this evening. He probably is lurking somewhere. And again, it's good that the locals are actually using the services in Dundee, and obviously, have you ever tried Ali's coming in via the repeater? There, Colin, as well. I wonder if you can work the repeater in Montefief. I'll put it back to you briefly, then I better move on. Round to you, Colin.
Yeah, MM3 XGB, MM7 HRC returning. Yeah, I was actually talking with Ali the other night there, and we were talking about that very thing, so I have yet to try. Ali was going to be passing on the details and that, so I could have a wee go on that. So, yeah, that's in the works, yeah. I'm definitely going to give that a try. But, like I say, I do come in through Kevin's nodes. I always like to give Kevin a nod. It's kind of to let the locals use it. So, great stuff. So, yeah, that, to answer your question, yeah, I do plan to have a try with Ali's. So, as in the works. Thanks for letting me come in there, Gordon, and I'll just go clear on this side here, to sit on this side here. This is MM7 HRC, standing by.
Yeah, fine, Colin. And check out the website, all the W's, dvscotland.net, and you'll see all the details. So you'll no need Ali to send it to you. He's awfully forgetful, is Ali. It must be keeping that empire, because we call him the Godfather amongst yourselves. He's probably cursing me as we speak. But check out the website, check out the Facebook page. You've got all the details and everything like that. Cheers for now, Colin, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Okay, we'll move further on, and we'll move to the vast metropolis of Dunkeld, the home of tennis, as they say. Round to you, Graham, GM0UUB, MM3XGP.
Oh, thank you, Gordon. Well, this is GM0UUB. It's Graham here, old man in a shed in Dunkeld. No, I'm not really. Well, I am in Dunkeld, but I'm not in a shed. But good stuff, good stuff. Well, thank you so much for taking my check-in there, Gordon. Hope you're well down there in Preston Pans. We had a wee visit to Dundee today. So we took the back roads, through Cooper Angus and everything else to Dundee. Helen, Queen of Scotland, she wanted to pick up some crafts and different things, so there we go. Just part of the kind of fundraising stuff that she does for Perthshire Gun Dog Rescue. And then we came back by the main road, and so that was it. So there's quite an exciting wee journey for you. And what else? Well, just enjoying the wildlife, I have to say. Our osprey, which is just up at Loch of the Lows, about maybe a mile and a half as the osprey flies from here, has now got 3 eggs, and she's sitting on them, and the male's going back and forth with fish and everything else. So, and I think the first one was maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, so we could be getting some hatchings over the next couple of weeks, which is really quite exciting. and that's when I tend to go up to the hide and watch, the young ones kind of growing up and everything. It's absolutely fascinating, the behaviour. And of course, we've got the red squirrels right beside us here, Gordon. We've got the young ones. They're now coming out and running around, and our boy Mac, he's chasing them around the garden, and they're going up the tree and into the squirrel feeder, and laughing at Mac because he can't climb trees. And that's about it. So yeah, we saw a couple of brand new squirrels we haven't seen before, just wee tiny ones, turn up this morning and this afternoon. So that was kind of nice too. So anyway, with that, I'll pass it back to you. I'm just wondering about your comment about the home of tennis. Are you thinking about Dunblane, sir? MM3 XGP. This is GM0UUB, the old man in a shed in Dunkeld.
Yeah, got their location wrong. Dunblane and Dunkeld. Totally. That's me sacked now. Yeah, it's because I don't get out of Fife much. That's what it is. No, I know where you're on about with the Ospreys. I used to go up there when I was younger. Do a lot of hill walking and various stuff up your way, and where else? Angus Glens, Glen Clover, Posen, up round that way, Kirriemuir, and all round that way, and Ben Lawyers, and everywhere. But sadly, I don't do it now. Maybe I should, but I'm a mountain goat no more. I'll leave that to the young people. I might take up this what is it, parks on the air, because you never get a park at the top of a mountain, Graham. Round to you from MM3 XGP.
GM0UUB returning. Well, there you go. Yep, you're absolutely right. And when I returned in recent years to cycling, which I used to do an awful lot, used to go touring and everything else in my younger days. Of course, in the last few years, when I've returned to it, it has to be the e-bike. Goodness me, you can't tackle going against the wind or going up a hill without a battery. That's what I say. You need a battery to go up a hill, that's for sure. And Helen is the one that's done most hill walking and stuff in the past, and she's done the what's it called? Ben Vraki, Schahalian, and that walk you went on, the West Highland Way, goodness me, and the North Coast 500. She's driven in a wee, what was it called? A wee Polaris, yeah. Anyway, let's get 2 for 1 from Dunkeld. Helen, maybe just you can put her down in the log as an in and out. Just say hi, Gordon.
Hi, Gordon. Hope you're doing good.
There you go. So you can put MM7 Helen, Queen of Scotland, HQS on the log there as well, Gordon. And so that's her. She's working away on her iPad there, doing some stuff for the rescues. So, but no, thank you so much, Gordon. I'll let you crack on, and we'll catch up again soon. And I'm in the same position as you. Our home QTH is now in Alloa, so I don't have access to HF equipment while I'm here in Dunkeld. And of course, I'm dismantling everything at home as well. We're kind of doing some refurb this year. So there we go. Anyway, Gordon, back to you, sir. And this is the old man in Dunkeld. It's GM0UUB. Thanks once again, sir.
MM3 XGP returning. Yeah, fine business there, and very good evening, Helen. Trust you're well, and keep up the good work with your fundraising as well for the dogs, and fine on the West Highland Way. I done that when I was 17 and a half, Helen, the West Highland Way. Done it in 4 days, roughly about 25 mile a day. I was fit, a lot fitter then than I am now. It'd probably take me 100 days to do the 100 miles, but it's all good fun, and that's what I'm saying. That we've got that much lovely scenery in Scotland, and everybody wants to jet set away. I wonder if this year's summer holidays will be more staycations, or now that we're freedom to disappear and jump on a jet plane and disappear to silver sands and glorious beaches. But you just have to go to the west of Scotland and the top of Scotland, and they'll see some beautiful beaches. Okay, Graham, cheers for the check-in, and we'll hear you later, and enjoy the rest of your bank holiday from MM3XGP. Okay, this is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa, the DV Scotland Monday night multi-mode net. Looking for final check-ins. Please say your call sign twice, slowly and phonetically. Please go ahead now.
Mike 6 Kilo Whiskey. The name's Nick, and my location is Bognor Regis.
Very good evening, Nick. M6KKW. I trust you're well. Down in Bognor. Not been there for many years. Used to frequent there, and that horrible place along the road, Crawley. I used to stay there, but used to spend most of my time in Brighton and Bognor and Littlehampton back in the day, back in the 1980s, when it was all the yuppie culture there, Nick. Go ahead.
Mike 6 Kilo Whiskey returning. Yeah, Crawley is a new town. They've never worked very well, have they? Anyway, just my thoughts. Crawley's, what, 40 miles away? No, 30 miles away from me. Anyway, back to you. My thoughts. I was interested in your revisionism of tennis, though. Anyway, back to you.
Yes. Yeah, fine, Nick. Yeah, I've not been in Crawley for, well, as I say, a lot of years. I used to work for a company called Rediffusion. They're, I think they're part of Raytheon now. I think they do missiles and such like, but at the time it was aircraft simulators, and that's what we built and such like, and obviously worked at the airport as well when I first went down there, and yeah, nice enough down. Would I say that now? Probably not. I've seen a few videos, and it just doesn't appeal to me now. And fine on the tennis, but certainly Bognor's a lot better. Certainly had some good times down there. I'll pass it around to you, Nick, see if you've got any more to add, and I'll see if I can get a couple more in the log before I close down the net for the evening. M6KKW, MM3XGP.
Kilo Whiskey returning. No, it's all pleasure. Pass it on to the next chap. As a fan or discussion on tennis, fantastic. Anyway, to the next guy. Okay, 73, mate. I'll move it over to the next chap. Bye-bye.
Yep, 73, Nick, and we'll speak to you later, and enjoy the rest of your bank holiday Monday. Okay, folks, let's see if we can get any more check-ins before I close down for the evening. This is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa with the DV Scotland Monday night multi-mode net. Looking for any final check-ins before I close down. Please say your call sign twice and phonetically. Go ahead now.
2E1AFC, 2 Echo 1 Alpha Foxtrot Charlie.
Yeah, 2E1 Alpha Fox Charlie. Very good evening. Don't think we've spoke before. My name is Gordon, and the QTH is Preston Pans, which is 13 miles south of the capital city of Edinburgh on the east coast. And this is the DV Scotland multi-mode net. We're here every Monday night, 8 o'clock till 9:30 or thereabouts. Round to you, sir, from MM3XGP.
MM3XGP, 2 Echo 1 Alpha Foxtrot Charlie returning. Very, very good evening to you, Gordon there. Operator name this way is Jeff, Juliet Echo Foxtrot Foxtrot. And I'm located in the town of Bodmin in the county of Cornwall, farthest point southwest. And I'm working through a 77 repeater, which is about 20 miles from me there, Gordon. Anyway, back it comes to you there from 2E1AFC.
Yeah, very good evening, Jeff, and many thanks for popping into the net this evening, and all the way from Bodmin, and very much appreciated. As I say, I don't think we've worked before, so it's nice to meet you. As I said to the other station there, we're here every Monday night, 8 o'clock till 9:30 or thereabouts, and it's just an informal net. There's no any topics or subjects or anything like that. It's just mainly to get people talking and checking in. Maybe they've bought a shiny new radio or a new node, or want to try the local repeater or something like that. So it's just that's the primary task of this net. And as I say, we're here every Monday. Round to you, Jeff, from MM3XGP.
Well, that's what radio's all about, Gordon, isn't it? Conversation. That's the way I view it. Anyway there. But I'm pleased I can get into this repeater because all I got is a loft antenna in the bungalow. Said it's got to be a good 20 miles from me as the crow flies. But anyway, it's been a nice day down here. We had a light shower this morning. We've had sunshine. We've had a bit of a mixed bag there, Gordon. But we're only early into May. And there's an old saying, don't cast the cloud till May's out. So, May can always be a funny month. You can be sat in your car. The sun's out and it's hot. Get out of your car and there's always a bit of a nip in the air there, Gordon. No, I don't think we have had a contact before, so nice to meet up with you there from 2E1AFC.
Yeah, many thanks there, Jeff. And yeah, I've heard that saying before. I've heard it. I don't think it's a South saying. I think it's unified. I'm sure my granny used to say it, but they were from a farming background, so maybe that's the reason. You can always tell the weather with the farmers, I suppose. Hi. Okay, Jeff, I won't hold it. I'll see if I can get one more in the log, and that'll take me up to the 25. But it's been a pleasure. If you need any more details, what we do and what we don't do, you check out all the W's, dvscotland.net. You'll get all the details, what we do and what repeaters and systems and various other things that we run. Many thanks, Jeff, and I'll put it back to you for a final. From MM3XGP.
Oh, pleasure to link up with you there, Gordon. Now I know there's someone on here on a Sunday night. 2 meter 70 sound seems to be a bit quiet down in this part of the world these days there. So, yeah, bank holiday Monday. Unfortunately, I've been retired for 15 years. So, it's all a holiday, really. Best 73 is Gordon, and I look forward to the next time from 2E1AFC.
Yeah, 73 there, Jeff, and many thanks for popping in, and feel free to pop in anytime or use the system anytime. You're more than welcome. Okay, folks, we'll look for one more check-in before I close down the net. This is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa with the DV Scotland Monday Night Net, looking for a final check-in. Go ahead now with your call sign, slowly, twice and phonetically. Go ahead now. Okay, one last time. This is MM3XGP on behalf of the DV Scotland Monday Night Multi-Mode Net, looking for any final check-ins before I close down the net. Please say your call sign twice and phonetically. Go ahead now.
Golf 3 Lima Whiskey Kilo. Golf 3 Lima Whiskey Kilo. I don't know if I can get it, but if we can try. Golf 3 Lima Whiskey Kilo. Bye.
Yeah, Golf 3 Lima Whiskey. I think it was 0. Go ahead, sir. MM3XGP. You're a wee bit scratchy, but I can hear you. Go ahead now.
Golf 3 Lima Whiskey K for Kilo. LWK. And I'm in Lancashire. Back to you.
Echo India 5 Delta Delta EI 5 DD. Echo India 5.
Okay, we've got a Echo India 5 as well there. Okay, I'll go to Golf 3 Lima Whiskey Kilo. Very good evening, Harold, and I trust you well. I can hear you okay now. Round to you, sir, from MM3XGP.
Yes, okay. I'm only on a handheld. I thought, well, I'll give it a try. And you came back to me. So I'll not stay on, but 7-3s and thanks for running the net. Golf 3 Lima Whiskey Kilo in Lancashire. Alright, goodbye.
Yeah, Golf 3 Lima Whiskey Kilo. Many thanks, Harold, and feel free to call in any time. You're certainly making it in via your handheld. Many thanks. Best 73, and we'll speak to you again. Okay. The Echo India 5 station. Go ahead, sir. I didn't get all your call. I got Echo India 5 Delta, I think it was. Go ahead.
This is Echo India 5 Delta Delta. You have the call sign correct. 2 letters. Echo India 5 Delta Delta. Name is Steve. QTH is Galway City on the west coast of Ireland. And I was just talking to John MI0AAZ. He asked me to give you a call there. So we've been discussing the possibility of joining your network there at some stage. I have 4 DMR repeaters locally, plus C4 FM, plus the D-Star as well. So, you know, we should be able to
Yeah, fine business there, Steve, and many thanks for linking up to the system. You were a wee bit scratchy there at the end, but if you drop admin team a little email or drop John a message, and he'll give you the details, and you can discuss it further with the admin team. That would be very much appreciated, and many thanks for your check-in this evening. Echo India 5 Delta Delta MM3 XGP.
Delta Delta. I find that, yeah, I will do. You know, it's in the early stages of making the decision, but probably within the next month or 6 weeks, we should be able to convince everybody locally that this is a good move. To be honest with you, digital radio is not taking off too well in Southern Ireland, and so we have to try and make a move elsewhere to try and get some more activity on the network. So that's the story here. Very nice to work you for the first time, and indeed your net as well, and look forward to maybe calling in many other times. I am using D-Star, and going in via a hotspot.
Echo India 5 Delta Delta MM3 XGP with the DV Scotland multi-mode net. Fine business there, Steve, and yeah, if you pop on to all the W's dvscotland.net, we've got the XLX 600D, which would get you in on D-Star maybe a wee bit better. There, Steve. Okay, I won't hold it. I'll pass it back to you for a final. I'm just aware of the time we normally close this net down at 9:30, but I'm slightly over my time, and all our connections stop around about 10 o'clock. So I'll put it round to you, Steve. Many thanks for calling in this evening, and much appreciated, and look forward to hearing from you in the coming weeks here. From Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa.
X-Ray Golf Papa, this is Echo India 5 Delta Delta. No problem at all. Delighted to have the chat for the first time, and look forward to many more. This is Echo India 5.
Okay, Steve, best 73, and we'll speak to you soon, no doubt. And many thanks for calling in this evening. Okay, folks, this has been MM3 XGP. Personal this end is Gordon, and I was doing the second half of the net for DV Scotland, multi-mode net every Monday evening from 8 o'clock till 9:30 or thereabouts. Many thanks to everyone that checked in this evening. Got a good few in the log, and without you all, this wouldn't be possible. So many thanks from all the team at DV Scotland, and we'll catch up with you all again next week. Best 73, and we'll speak to you next week. If you need any more details, please check out our website at allthewsdvscotland.net, where you'll get links to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. And many thanks. Best 73, and we'll speak to you all next week. Goodbye, good night, and have a enjoyable bank holiday from all at DV Scotland 73.
All the best, sir. Gordon from 2E1AFC.
We conversed via email, but good net. Thanks, mate. 73.
Thanks for the net, Gordon, from 2 Echo 0 Tango Sierra India.